This is the 21st season of Bass Talk Live. BTL is presented by Bass Cat Boats, Strike King Lures, Aftco, Pro Guide Batteries, Spro, Gamakatsu, The Bass Tank, Denali Rods, Beatdown Outdoors, and Sunline.
BTL coming at you.
Good afternoon and welcome to a special edition BTL Bass Talk Live, where we're going to talk about bass fishing. Primarily, we're going to show a lot of bass fishing things. It is Icast 2025 taking place from Orlando, Florida. We went live yesterday with Dave Rush from bestontour.net and along with Jordan Babcock from OBT. And it went so well. We had a bunch of people on, showed a bunch of stuff, that we are going to do the same thing today. Honestly, I have no idea what these fellas are going to find, what we're going to talk about, what we're going to show. But we will go live directly to Dave right off the hopper. Have to unmute the mic first. There you go. What's up, Dave?
What's up, Matt? How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm good. Dave Rush, Best on Tour, appears here in the Denali booth with the one and only Michael Neal, one of the top 5 anglers in the world. And I believe the last time Michael Neal saw me, he offered me his chair at the Bassmaster Classic after I had collapsed due to severe dehydration.
He's a nice guy like that. Yep.
All right. We're just going to start. We're going to start with a couple of the BTL sponsors, some stuff that I use, some stuff that I've been looking to see, and then we're just going to roam the floor. And if you guys are watching, listening, want to see anything, we'll see if we can find that. But let's kick it off with Denali, a new acronym in the Denali lineup, DLE.
Yeah, it's been a talk all around the Denali booth. It's the DLE series. Michael's had a chance to do a few videos on it. He's going to give you a quick little rundown on his initial thoughts on the rod.
Yeah, so this is going to be our flagship from Denali. First thing you're going to notice is these guides. They're C guide, so they're a stainless guide, and there's no insert in it. They're ceramic, so it's still not going to have any line fray or anything like that, but you don't have to worry about those inserts popping out. It's actually baked onto the guide, super durable. Coming down here to the reel seat, just like most of the models we have now, it's a proprietary reel seat to Denali. You can actually touch the blank. So this is a spinning rod. I like to put my thumb right here on a casting rod. You can put your fingers underneath to feel directly on the blank. And a carbon fiber reel handle or rod handle. And, this thing, I like it. They stay a little bit cleaner. The conditions don't bother them. When they get wet, they don't get slick. Stays the same all year round. So, I'm really looking forward to this DLE series. There's 11 models, spinning rods and casting rods both available. Looking forward to getting these in my hand and trying them out. Some of us aren't behind the desk. Some of us can actually come and feel some of this stuff. So, Matt, anything to say about that?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I wasn't there. I'd probably collapse again.
Probably.
Quick question though. So I like the Lithium Pro and the Android. I noticed there's like a 7-foot medium model there. Kind of classic spinning rod. Where does this fit into that Denali lineup, kind of between that very top end Android and that higher end Lithium Pro?
I think this one's actually going to be up there with the Android. I think this is going to be the new top of the line, the new flagship, like the N3 used to be, like the Android is now. I think this is really going to take its place. When you first pick this rod up, super light. It just feels different than any of them we've ever had here at Denali.
Very nice. Are you still a longer spinning rod guy now, though? I know you love that 7'6" that you developed. It's a medium action with is it a big parabolic bend kind of in it?
Yeah, I am. With the minnows, when it first came out, I was the 6'10", the medium light, the real short, real flimsy rod. But anything else, yeah, I still like a long one. I'm fixing to go to St. Lawrence, be smallmouth fishing up there, and that's the only spinning rod I'll have out. Will be that 7'6" medium.
Tell me about the favorite dice that you've seen.
There's a bunch. It's my favorite's got to be the one that I had a hand in. I made the fuzzy stick last year in the Sensation formula. At the St. Lawrence, kind of in a pinch when everything was really hard to get. Just came out and got released here.
Oh, so that's how that came about. Was you made it, caught him on it, and then went back to Big Bite and said, hey, this worked really well. Yep. And then worked on how you could do it production wise. And then boom, there it is.
Yeah. So, I took I like the sensation formula just for the smell and the scent. Took the pinchers off and actually went to Walmart, I think it was, up there, and got a sewing needle. Took banded jig skirts, cut them in half at each side of the rubber band, and set it at the kitchen table and threaded them in there. So that's exactly how that came about. Took a long time to make one, but now you can get them pre-made.
Are you here in multiple capacities? I know you own Real Deal Tackle, one of the best tackle shops there in that Chickamauga area. So are you like representing your sponsors and looking for things as, I guess, a buyer, a tackle shop owner that actually will go in Real Deal Tackle over the next year?
Yeah, absolutely. Just left a meeting a few minutes ago, looking at stuff for the Classic for as a retailer for it. And then, had a meeting this morning, pro staff meeting. So a little bit of everything. But it's really cool just to be able to come here. A lot of stuff is released ahead of time now, but you can't see the exact specifications, the exact colors without being right here and being able to see it. So it's cool to have, both facets. I understand a lot of how the industry works on both sides. Gives me a little bit different understanding.
Is anyone going to be able to track down Jacob Wheeler in the Angler of the Year race, or is he headed towards his fourth one?
Yeah, there's no way. With one tournament left,
done deal.
Yeah, it's over. Go ahead and hand him the check.
All right. Show that handle one more time. A couple guys wanted to see that handle again on there.
You got the
cast. Very cool. Yeah, that's kind of a very unique style handle that is I've seen that on just a couple of the very, very, very high end, some of the JDM stuff.
Yeah, this one's the cat. We got a hold of the casting model here too, Matt.
Huh. Interesting. All right. Anything else we need to see in the Denali booth?
No, but I might have a little secret surprise for you.
Oh boy.
Let's go over here.
Thanks, Michael.
Look who we have here.
Bye.
We got Mr. Jeremy Lawyer.
My God, it's one standard crappie pro, Jeremy Lawyer, fresh off a couple dock shooting episodes.
Now, as many of you know, we've talked about Matt expanding into the crappie world a little bit, coming into fall. Crappie Talk Live, and I hear you might have a little secret stash on you.
I do have some crappie stuff. I'll talk crappie anytime, I guarantee you.
This is going to be a little sneak peek of what's starting in October with the launch of Crappie Talk Live. One of the things we're going to do is do some live from the water with
look at that,
with Jeremy Lawyer.
I mean, right here, I guarantee you, whatever's in this box right here is going to catch them wherever you need to go. But obviously, we got the one standard minnow one.
Take one of those minnows out of there too. I don't think people appreciate that enough.
It's the staple in it right here, I tell you what's opened my eyes is throwing the bigger one a lot. The shatter getting a little bit bigger. So right now, I definitely am not overlooking the big one. And even though you see those two together, it's not that much bigger than the other. But it's just got a ton of action, in the tail, the serrates, whatever it is. I mean, you just can't keep it from moving, but stays on your bait good, tears it up, and got a good shad profile. But right there, you can see that's about one of everything that one standard's got.
By that color.
It's all
that's
good.
a very, very cool crappie color. Premium jig head and plastics company that just hit the market for crappie. But I mean, it also I'll tell you what, that minnow one, that has 130th place open finish to its name too.
You get some bass. I can see that.
I thought I was going to top 10 the open on it. Oh, they were on little itty bitty shad, and then I almost got hit by lightning. But all right, this is a cool new jig head that I'm excited to use in the way I crappie fish. You use it a little bit differently than I do. Very cool to see this thing come to market.
What's really neat is you can just tie on your leaders right there and either tie them together at home and have them rigged up on a Carolina rig roll or anything and have them ready. Tie one knot and you got a double jig. If you struggle with tying all your jigs on, you just tie at each hole, drop it down, tie your second one on, you got it.
And that is the stacker.
This is the stacker head. It's really cool. By far the most perceived popular that just kind of bringing something a little racier to the sport.
And you got some good videos out there on the One Standard YouTube to show everybody how to tie that stuff up and use it, right?
Dude, absolutely, And then, just the final thing right there, that's kind of the juice hole, as far as the hair jigs go. Paints up good, has a fish profile, looks good, got a little mylar in there. But
what's his name?
This is the Minnow 4 hair jig. And, you can just see it just really gives off. One thing about it, Matt, it's going to have a little bit better cut return on your Garmin live scope because it's got a little bit more material to hit. So it's really cool as far as the way the head's shaped and everything. Paints up nice.
And then it's got a little bit of the flash with the marabou quality tide.
Yep. Several colors.
Do you have that dock shooter jig in there? That's one I've been wanting to get my hands on.
I do. This is it right here. And I tell you what, this is the little jewel that I've been using it for several years, but you give a guy a CNC machine and a little bit of money, we can make it really look good. So we kind of made it, the idea behind it is the fact that with the line tie at 60 degrees and a Shaughnessy straight shank hook, you don't have to jerk hard, just lean it back. You know, you're in a dock sometimes in awkward places, you can't jerk anyway. Just a really great design that actually came out better than what I didn't even perceive when we started.
Very cool. And that's what, I mean, that Minnow 1 stays up on that thing with the screw lock, with the angle of the head, with the bigger hook, everything.
Yeah, you would think maybe with that vertical tail, the tail will come off and stuff, but it really doesn't. Catch multiple crappie on it. It's really been just a fascinating product to play with.
You got me going. I mean, we're just a couple months away from where that fall bite kicks off, but there's nothing better than a good day of crappie fishing, Jeremy. I don't care who you are.
No, but you know, the summer bite's super hot right now. I've been catching limits every day around the Midwest. You know, it's just really good, but you got to take the heat.
Yeah. Anything else that's caught your eye at Icast? I know that came from under the table. That was a little sneak peek of the One Standard stuff. Anything else that's really caught your eye?
You know, there's a ton of neat stuff. You know, something I'd like to take some ideas, blend them with some ideas we already have, maybe make something out of it. But just a ton of new stuff. And I mean, I guess it depends on if you're a glide bait guy or a crappie guy or an ocean guy, whatever it is. There's something here. I guarantee you.
There is. All right. I appreciate it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll even do this. I will pull up the One Standard video there where you can watch Jeremy Lawyer's infomercial on all of the One Standard baits, how he throws them. There it is there. Kind of walks it, a bunch of stuff on the water on that. And then also new to BTL listeners, capital BTL 15 on onestandardfishing.com. That's the number one, standardfishing.com, 15% off your first purchases. So
yeah, and go check out the YouTube content. We've got some really neat FFS content overlaying our content in live real time, just on our YouTube channel at One Standard Fishing.
Hey, is that I don't know if I should mention this. Is this public yet? Is that live scope manifesto available through One Standard publicly yet?
It is. If you sign up for the newsletter at One Standard Fishing, then we're going to send you a 44-page ebook that has fisherman terms on how to set up your live scope, why you're making the adjustments. We built it to try and help the fishermen, and we want them to understand why they're making those changes. Really, really cool, simple to get. It's free to everybody who signs up for the newsletter at One Standard Fishing.
There you go. Number one, standardfishing.com. Jeremy Lawyer, dude who's been behind a lot of those products, and I am looking forward to catching some crappie with you this year.
Yeah, shout. We'll go get them. I guarantee.
I've only got 2 packs left. I've got 2 packs. I'm super pumped. I just got some fillets and some good strips from Costco in the freezer. I've got some frog legs. I've got a king salmon from Alaska that I was able to bring back. I am down to my last 2 packs of crappie fillets, so I got some work to do with you.
You and me both. I'm only got 2 packs left too.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks, Matt.
Cool. So while we were talking to Jeremy, something caught my eye that I think would be really cool for the viewers to see. So we're going to take a walk over here.
All right. Walking Icast live Thursday of Icast, walking on the floor with Dave Rush from Best on Tour.
So I think if Jordan pans up, you kind of see where I'm going with this, Matt. I have a tag.
Oh, are these the G-Rat swim baits? They have actually sent me some that are absolutely phenomenal. These are the ones that
I saw some of the ones you had. I was pretty jealous at the media event.
So these are the ones that went viral when Steve Kennedy had the 30-pound bag of spots try to eat it on live, and they have really upped their game from small baits to giant glides as well. So what are we working? Oh my God, there he is!
Talk Live.
There
we were
he
just
is,
talking
Steve
about
Kennedy.
Hello, how do you like event? The Sneaky Pete 2.0. Talk
Yeah, that sounded like Zoe in there. I can't hear real well. Look, who we're talking to?
Talking to Pinger.
It's me.
Banger. Oh, okay. So, yeah, this is my bait. Yeah, it's a Steve Kennedy version of the Sneaky Pete. It's lighter than the original. It's really close to spin straight out of the package, but it's ultra slow sink. And I got it light enough that if you put braid loops on it, it'll actually float. So I'm going fishing around laydowns and stuff, that shallow grass type deal. And then this one, yeah, a perch. So we're headed up to St. Clair. I mean, I'm gonna get a lot of bites on it. I'll probably throw it mostly in practice just to get them to show themselves. But hopefully I can find one big enough to choke it and fish it in the tournament too.
Steve, hopefully you can hear me, if you can hear me good. But from the way I understand this you're kind of working with G-Rat. You're synonymous with not working with a lot of different sponsors, but this was really kind of a grassroots, an organic partnership that started with you throwing it and kind of blowing the bait up on Bassmaster Live, and then working with them to get more stuff to market, right?
Right. So yeah, I met Garrett out here at Icast. It may have been 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. I don't know. And he's been hooking me up with baits. So yeah, I've been throwing them a bunch. I got to the point where I wanted a shallower running version and a spurt. So I've been custom painting them. I've been actually drilling them out, filling them full of foam, putting lead weights back into them to get them to suspend almost perfectly, just for my personal use. And, I got days invested in each individual bait type deal. So yeah, he's now finally producing it. And anyway, I'm excited about it. We'll see how it sells, but I'm looking forward to throwing it for sure.
How many colors does that come in?
I don't know. Total. We got
Holy cow.
We got the Rios.
But I'm gonna have, me personally, I'm gonna have 5 signature colors. So I got the baby bass. So yeah, you're talking about I'll have a baby bass. I'll have perch. I've got a bluegill. I've got what we call a blue gizzard or a Steve's
I like
gizzard.
that.
And then we're gonna have a mullet. So yeah, that's my saltwater fun bait. And it'll work at St. John's, and yeah, there's a lot of places we go that have mullet. Shelby's got mullet, Sabine's got mullet. So yeah, that's my snook and tarpon bait.
One more question, Steve. Will there be an Elite Series Tournament 1 in the next 2 years exclusively on a glide bait? All 20 on a glide?
I would be shocked. There's always one day in that cycle they don't want to eat it, dude. That's just the way it is. So I've been throwing swim baits for a long time. I love throwing the big baits, but there's one day in that weather cycle they don't want to eat it. So I wouldn't bet money on it.
I wouldn't bet against you.
How.
There's about 3 or 4 of you guys out there that are just sickos that throw it.
I love doing it. I love doing it. But anyway, I hadn't pulled it off myself. And anyway, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
You got to be versatile. You're going to have to throw a minnow.
Yeah,
if I do a glide to minnow, I think I could. But
that's true. Also, if you guys want to check them out, G-Rat, R-A-T-T baits. They also have some really cool plastics as well, and some other cool. All right, show me, Steve.
So yeah, this is the rocker minnow. So this is another one I had to do just custom for me. It's a translucent watermelon color minnow. I haven't seen another one on the market, but I used to throw a color called seedless watermelon. It was a custom color that a dealer used to get, and they don't make custom colors as far as I know. I can't get any more of them. I haven't had it for a couple of years. So yeah, he made this up for me. I've caught them pretty much everywhere I've been. It's not my deal, but dang, this thing gets big.
It's
absolutely gets big. So, but the color's called Steve's Green Machine, I think is what we're calling it. And so yeah, anyway, lots of minnows. He's got 4, 5, 6, and 7. I haven't had an opportunity to throw the 6 and the 7, but the 5-inch is money. I'm telling you, you need it.
Don't be afraid of that 7, Steve.
I'm not afraid of it. I just see we can give me it. I don't even have one.
I got you. Is this your first plastics deal since Konami back in the day?
My first who? What?
Is this your
first plastic deal since Konami?
Probably, yeah.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you. Anyway, yeah, it's hard to beat that Konami Flash for sure. But I'm telling you, that one right there is big.
I have one more important question. What are your thoughts on the starting quarterback for Auburn this fall?
Hey, I helped y'all.
Hopelessly. What's the word? We're optimistic. What's the word I'm looking for? Cautiously optimistic. Not hopeless. That's a terrible choice of words. Cautiously optimistic
You just
about our
better hope it
chances
was.
this year.
You better hope it was the system and the offensive coordinator and not the player.
Anyway, I got hopes, but they don't get our hopes up too much. It just we've been crushed too many times.
I'm right there with you, Steve. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your Icast.
You never know who you're going to see here at Icast.
Yeah.
So
For
let's
those
take
who
a walk
don't
over
know,
here.
OU's starting quarterback from last year is now Auburn's starting quarterback.
So we're going to take you over to the Beatdown Outdoors booth, Matt.
Okay. Can we talk about that? Is the new product there that they've been working on for a couple years, Dave?
It is, man. It is. It's a new 0 degree mount from Beatdown called a Zeroed In. We're going to check this thing out up here.
This thing is really cool. There's been a lot of iterations, a lot of talk amongst a lot of really good scopers about this product through Beatdown.
So we're live here with the man himself, Mr. Blake Price on BTL. Blake, we were talking about the 0 degree mount. So give us a little rundown.
What'd you do? Blake, did you do chest and shoulders before you hit the expo floor today?
You must have.
All right, so this is what we got. We've been working on this for several months. Basically, everybody's kind of seen different versions of a 0 degree mount. We call it the zeroed in mount, is what it is. So this one's set up to take a LVS 34 Garmin. Kind of the key difference between what we have and what everybody else has is we wanted to figure out how to get finer adjustments. So basically, we have this one set up to do 5 degree adjustments. So every location. And it doesn't matter if you're in this one's set in perspective, but basically you got an indicator and you have different lines that mark our adjustment points. So depending on what kind of water you're fishing in, or say you're shallow, so you want to aim your transducer up a little bit higher, you can do that. It locks down so it doesn't move. And then obviously it can go from perspective back into forward. You got 2 knobs here so you can make quick adjustments. Yeah. That's kind of what we got going on.
So it's a lot of the 0 degrees have 5 to 10 or 3 to 5 options on that. You're saying you have one every 5 degrees?
Every 5 degrees. Yeah, that's right. So a lot of our competitors are around that 11.25 degree. The way they do it with the serration, it's hard to get a finer adjustment. So we actually are patent pending on our design. We actually have a design in the works to go to every 2.5 degrees, but we're also trying to not make it too complicated, obviously, for everybody. So
the way that works for me, and I've worked with I'm not very literate in this stuff, but I use it a lot. So I've talked with a lot of guys. So like let's say I need to be able to see my bait hit the surface at 80 feet out, right. I can adjust that 5 degrees up to where I can actually see that bait splash.
That's right.
If I have to be on it, and then if I miss it, I can reel it in. So it's saving me time. Or I want to get a different view of perspective mode to where I'm getting a better view of the hard spots, or that you can use those tiny increments that can really get it dialed in.
Yeah, that's exactly what the 5 degree adjustment is all about. Is being able to fine tune it. So, like you said, if you're fishing shallow or you're fishing at top water and you just want to make a real small tweak, that's what makes it possible. So, and what's out there now is usually the adjustment's just too much. So you're overshooting it or undershooting it, or however you look at it. So
yeah, and then talk about those knobs there. There's someone who's Fat Bass and said if they had any issues with that 0 degree loosening up at the knobs when trolling on the trolling motor. But those are knobs that you've given all of us with Beatdowns that they like lock that thing in there. Like you can buy those knobs separately, right?
Yeah. So this is actually our LVS 34 option. And we're actually, it's all going to be sold as one unit. So yeah, this is actually a knurled billet aluminum knob. It's hard coat anodized, so it can withstand being underwater and out in all the harsh environments. And it's 2-inch diameter, so something to grab onto. Even if you have gloves, it's got a good knurling on it. So got a little bit of grip. But yeah, you can tighten this down, and yeah, nothing moves. That's how it works.
So
Phenomenal.
one
Yeah, I
other
feel-
thing, so Beatdown is always trying to expand their product line. Something else I saw while I was sitting here, you were talking to Blake. Is this Blake?
Yeah.
What's this guy?
So this is our prototype for our transit saver that'll be coming out this fall. So
Ooh.
we've been looking at this product for quite a while. Had a lot of requests on getting into the transit saver game. Again, we're trying to do something a little bit different. So we're trying to price point this around $99.99. So a little bit cheaper option. Yeah, and probably the biggest thing on this is going to be completely universal. So whether you have Mercury, Yamaha, Suzuki, Honda, this is going to fit every single motor over 150 horsepower. So
Is that rubber? Or?
yeah, that's going to be a big one. We're really excited.
What's it made out of?
So it's going to be a plastic optimized for outdoor use. So it's not going to be a cheap plastic, obviously, but it's going to be something that's made specifically for what we're doing.
Quick question: do you have a rough price point on the 0 degree yet? A couple people were asking about that.
Yeah, so we're at $249.99 is
Right
what
along,
we're
yeah,
shooting
it's
for right
standard.
now, and we are really working to try to get that down. So that's where retail's going to start out, but we might be able to improve on that here just a little bit. So
I mean, a lot of that price is because you guys are doing it out of like expensive stuff in there. It's not. I mean, you're all like.
Yeah.
I mean, you mill this stuff out of your shop, right?
yeah, this is all billet aluminum or stainless steel.
Yeah.
So that's one of the differentiators also between our product. A lot of them are made out of plastic. If you're getting some wear there, this is all aluminum. So everything that gets bolted together is made out of aluminum. We use stainless steel where they have to for corrosion resistance. So yeah, everything is made to last a lifetime.
When's that going to be available?
It'll be fall, so we're got a 10-1 launch date, but we're trying to beat all of our launch dates this year and get it out just a little bit sooner than that. But we'll kind of see. I'm saying fall 25 just to be safe, but that's what we're looking at.
Awesome. Anything else?
Man, that's it. We've had a really good show so far, so hopefully everything's going good for you at BTL.
Yeah, I'm just sitting in the studio getting the. Oh my gosh! I have found the man, the myth, and the legend. If you guys have ever wondered why Lake Hartwell is a destination spot now. There we go.
Yeah, we ran into our friend Mr. Neil Paul, Visit Anderson. So Neil wears a couple different hats here too. Obviously, he's here on behalf of Vincent Anderson and some of the other companies he's close with. But he's looking around. He was in here in the booth, the Beatdown booth, snooping around, looking at stuff. So
Heck yeah.
good to see you, Neil. What's going on at the beautiful Green Pond facility these days?
It's been a really slow summer. We give the fishery a little bit of a break this summer. Not by design, it's just how it worked out. But we had a great year in terms of how we're evaluated on the lodging tax. We had another record year, and so things continue to get better there. We're building, for the future. We've had some monies approved to make some enhancements there at the facility. So folks coming back in the next 2 to 3 years will notice a lot of differences when they come back, like more electricity and more plug-in opportunities, some more lighting, and even that as we move forward, some more dock space and ramps. So you're either in this world now, if you sit still too long, you're going backwards. So we're always trying to get better and raise our standard, and our community supports it. So that's been a lot of fun.
So another thing that the viewers might not know that Neil's involved with, which you are as well, Matt, and I am also, is the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame.
He's been on the show twice, Dave. He's been on the show representing the Hall of Fame twice. Do you not listen to BTO? He's been the featured guest. Of course the viewers know that he's involved with the Hall of Fame.
Busted.
I don't watch BTO.
Hey, but you know what? Listen, the neat thing about hanging down here at the Beatdown booth hangar is that they've got technology now that, like, they got stuff that the next time you lose your phone in Lake Hartwell, they can help you get it out.
You can find a built-in scuba diver with the arm, the mechanical arm.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I will say one of the cool things that I did notice last time we were at Green Pond, which is something that's unique, that really shows how advanced it is as far as a launch facility, is you had Brandon Polinick, the week after the Elite Series season was there, that was set up with his boat, his truck, his fifth wheel, his family, that were all parked right there at the launch ramp on a slab facility, water hookup, everything. It was really cool to see how convenient you made that for those anglers.
They didn't just camp there, dude. They squatted there. They were there like 2.5 weeks.
You had to kick
We
them
called
out.
them like they weren't even like campers at that point. They were squatters.
You had to call the authorities to get them to leave.
Yeah, like you guys, like Polly, you're kind of cool and everything, but like at a point, you got to move on, dude.
That's awesome.
No,
Well,
they're welcome anytime, and that's one thing we've tried to do. Like we have a simple philosophy, and it's find a way to say yes and take care of people and show them a great time. And I feel like we've done that really, really well.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to let you get back to the rest of it. Greatly appreciate the time.
Thanks.
Mr. Neil
Thanks.
Paul. Dave, I think we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, can we find something fuzzy? Can we find something?
We'll go check out. We'll go seek out some dice
fuzzy, maybe someone. So give it about a 2.5 minute commercial break here. When we come back, more live from Icast 2025. Jordan Babcock, Outdoor Brands team, Dave Rush, Best on Tour. We will be back right after this.
The new Puma STS has been redesigned from the ground up. With the angler, design, function, and performance in mind, nothing on this new offering was compromised, and the only thing carried over from the previous version is the name. Based on the Soft Touch series hull that started with the flagship Jaguar, this new model is nimble and performs incredibly well at all speeds with either a 250 or 300 horsepower engine. Featuring a new 96-inch wide-body footprint, this hull measures out at 20 foot 7 inches in length. Industry-leading design coupled with tournament-winning performance. The Puma STS from Basscat. Feel the rush.
As a professional angler, there's only one thing that connects you to your paycheck. Probably the most crucial part to tournament bass fishing. I use Sunline because they have a line for every application. Shooter, FX2, All Might, super light line, big stuff, big sticks. Sunline has you covered.
Sharp as can be. Super strong, super durable.
Really good penetration.
Thinner and stronger.
Catch fish after fish.
I want to make sure that I'm using the best stuff possible.
World's finest hook.
World's finest hook.
Gamakatsu. World's finest hook.
Everything you need, one legendary brand. Top 100, Strike King.
Gear that just plain works. Cast after cast after cast. Aftco. Any fish, any water.
What's back BTL on a Thursday? That is a full screen view of the luscious blue carpet of Icast 2025. Working with Dave Rush as you get a behind the scenes look at what we've got going on. All right, we back, Dave?
Yep, we have not found anything fuzzy yet. We have come across the Aftco booth, though.
What do we got going in Aftco? I think we have some award-winning shorts.
Another award for Aftco.
Warm weather technical.
Yeah, always cutting edge stuff with Aftco, award-winning stuff. These are the pinnacle short. So probably going to want to add these to your summer short repertoire, Panger.
Yes, I definitely will.
Aftco is known for clothing, accessories, but what a lot of people don't know is they started out as actually a fishing tackle company with like roller guides. So one thing that we're excited about is the Titan landing net.
Yes, I need one of those. I suck at netting. If you've watched any of the recent things,
check this deal out, man. Like last net you'll ever buy. This thing is solid as rock.
I think that's legit, like a $250 net, right? Like,
Yep,
I mean, that's
made in the
like,
USA.
Yeah, that's
That's
like
why
your
right
last
there.
net ever.
Yeah, super solid net.
Sweet. I think I was supposed to do a photo shoot with that net, but I was unable to catch anything big enough that needed netting, so they had to go with someone else.
Yeah, that's the problem for a net photo shoot. So we're gonna keep moving, man. We're gonna try to let's go over here to the Rapala booth.
Okay, yeah. I definitely want to see the clacking spinner thing from Rapala. So we had Ott Defo on live from the water before. There's the one and only Jacob Wheeler making moves, talking. So we had Ott Defo on. His son was throwing it. His son was throwing this thing. It squeaked. It sounded like a plopper, but also had a clack. So it's the Clack Tail 110.
Cool photos of it. There it is. Award winning. Don't know if they have one out of the package. Have not found it, but here you go. Here's a chrome one, dude. How cool is that?
Oh, that's a spotted bass killer. So it's basically a blade. Like, describe that. Is that a metal blade? Two metal blades hitting each other?
It's a metal blade. It looks almost like an Indiana type blade, like a hybrid blade. And then you have like the class. So imagine on your typical plopper, you have kind of the plastic tail. Looks like you've got a plastic piece and then the metal tail. So it's these blade. You get the flash of the blade, and it's also hitting the blade at the same time. So you're getting the plopping action, and it's the clacking action and the flash. So this, build a better mousetrap. It's hard to come up with something super, original in today's fishing market, but modifying something that's popular like a plopper style bait. That's what they went with, and award winning so far. And we've seen Wheeler catch a few fish on it.
Yeah.
Already.
So Rapala also in their Crush City lineup, I believe they came out with a smaller mooch minnow and another bigger minnow. Do they have any of the bigger minnows that you can show us?
Yeah, Welcher can show you. We're live on BTL.
Live, Roger.
Yeah, show us the new Crush City, the mooch minnows. All right. He can obviously explain these a lot better than me.
So the standard size is a 3.5. There's a 2.5, which is going to be a lot more high frequency, tighter tail kicks, and there's a 4.5, which has a wider tail kick and actually slows it down a ton. So you can fish this a lot slower than a lot of other minnows because of that tail and still be kind of subtle.
All right, and then in the wasn't there a big 5 or 6 inch minnow in the other minnow?
Freeloader, yeah,
in the freeloader.
There's a 5 1/4 and a 6 1/4.
Oh, is that going to be as lethal as I think it will be, Kyle?
As a what?
Is that going to be as lethal as I think it will be?
Absolutely, it already has been for a lot of guys.
How long have you guys had your hands on the 5 and 6 inch freeloader?
I've had the 5 for 8 or 9 months, probably.
Oh, really? So like you're getting a year out of this thing.
Yeah, I've had the 5 for a while. The 6s I haven't had for that long, maybe a couple months.
That's just Jacob Wheeler gets those for 8 months.
Yeah, absolutely.
Slowly gives it to the other guys. So, all right, very cool. And then is the mooch the elastomer product on it, and then the freeloader is still like a standard plastic?
Yeah, all that's the same.
All right, very cool. Anything else in the Rapala booth that? What are your thoughts on the clacking plopper, whatever it's called?
It's phenomenal. I caught a 7-11 on it at Lake Fork this year in the tournament. Caught a 7-11. I didn't catch another fish all day, but I did catch a 7-11 on it. But it's very unique, and it's one of those baits I almost don't want to catch on too quick because I want to have it for a little while.
Very cool. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you, Kyle. Okay, good luck. Good luck in the rest of the season. NPFL looking for back-to-back Angler of the Year titles.
So something else I saw while you were talking to Kyle that was kind of cool is the storage that Rapala is offering now. So you see like clear bags, tackle bags. A lot of guys are using these, stacking them, in the rod lockers. So, and what's cool about these, what I've noticed in my fishing too, is the accessibility to know what's in there with the clear panels. Keep everything super clean, and obviously full selection of tools here from Rapala as well.
Mm-hmm. We got a little tool wars going on between a lot of the companies too now.
Sure.
Because
Well,
I got the full Spro selection. I've been very happy with those. I was actually just using the scissors to cut my weed eater rope yesterday.
Yeah, the Kamikaze ceramic braid scissors. You need to get some of those. Those things.
Yeah, we if you didn't watch yesterday's live, we were live with Ted and Hillary Martin from the Gamakatsu booth. Talked about some of the new cool new hooks and things that are going on at Gamakatsu.
So this is like the main drag here at Icast. Big center aisle. Tosta's always got a great booth. Nobody's ever seen it. Really cool. Down here. So Lowrance had something pretty cool. Check this out. It's not necessarily a product, but it is a software update.
Okay.
So come check this out.
There's Cheryl.
Yeah, it's Cheryl. So if you've seen the active target before, this is kind of what you're used to looking at, right? It's like yellow coloring. Looks good. So the new update from Lowrance, I was just over here earlier talking to the guys. The new update gives you several different color palette options, like this green. See how you can tell like the difference on how that looks? See the thermocline?
Yep.
Fish pop a little differently.
Okay.
So just some updates on the active target software wise makes that big a difference. You got this other little guy here, the ACS9. So some familiar colors are now added to Lowrance, give you a little bit better options on the color palettes for Lowrance.
Very cool.
And just to give you some scope, people who've never been here before, I mean, you know, this is a huge booth. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, there's a lot of time and effort, money that obviously goes into putting together these booths. Pretty impressive. Kind of overlooked that
is that Shaw Grigsby in a yellow and blue Lowrance? That is Shaw Grigsby. Very cool.
Keep moving over here. Jordan, oh, yeah, let's go. So one thing that, you know, is not often talked about is how much customization of lures the guys do. A good place where the guys get a ton of mounts or molds rather is a Do It Molds.
Yep.
So this is the Do It Molds booth. This is Brennan from Do It Molds. Howdy. And he can walk you through a few things, what are kind of some of his popular items. We were just talking about how many guys customize. And then also, too, like a lot of people are intimidated by the idea of pouring lead or customizing.
I'm one of them,
easy,
Brennan.
right?
I got buddies who pour the lead.
To break it down and make it even more simple, we've got a plethora of videos out there to help you kind of break it down, make it simple on you. So let's just kind of walk through what we've got. So for the bass crowd, this shrimp's probably not going to do much for you, so we'll just kind of skip over that one quick. But do have the 4.0 shock shad, awesome chatterbait trailer, obviously. This is a ESXL single cavity top injection bolt, so it makes dual injecting cool colors like this super easy. Moving over here for the forward facing sonar guys, we've got the 3.2 inch method minnow. This is cool. It's got a little concave belly to it.
Oh wow.
It is a little bit wider shape too, so it's a little bit more erratic. You can bounce it around a little easier, more erratic motion. Pretty neat. Dual injects really nicely too. And then old school, we're going shaky head here. This is an EWG football jig. Got a really nice keeper on it too. And these pour like a breeze. You can use a 2/0 through 4/0 hook. So if you want to put a shaky head where most shaky heads won't go, great mold. And then actually another one, if you're kind of on the fringe about custom tackle, this might be something to take a look at. So, if you look around, you might find some skirts that have some tinsel in them, for swim jig trailers, chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, even some bottom contact stuff. They're out there, but nobody's dedicated a full line of silicone towards it. So that's what we did. Really nice looking colors. Anything from shad, bluegill, you want contrast colors like these Inferno down here. We've got it. So if it's just something you're thinking about, maybe you just want to dress up a jig, you want to powder paint a jig, I can show you that too. This is something that's really entry level friendly. So you can just literally take a jig head that you buy off Tackle Warehouse, wherever, right? Raw jig head.
heat it up real quick, dip it in powder paint. And we've got like, I don't know, 150 different colors. So something I'd take a look at if you just want to dress stuff up.
And here's like this your typical like lead pot, right? That's like kind of what you would start with, or must have kind of piece of equipment when you're getting to mold.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So really all you need when you get started, like if we're just talking about the jig pouring, sinker pouring part, you need your mold, obviously. And these are like $55 to $62. So just think about that, right? How many, let's say, Arky jigs do you go through in a year? If it's more than 20, if you're like me, then you can probably justify making your own tackle. So there's a cost savings aspect, of course, but then the customability, being able to put whatever hook you want. So if you're a tournament guy and you want a very specific particular hook, a specific brand, you have all that control, which is super cool. So yeah, you need your lead pot, you need your hooks. Depending on what mold you have, you might need fiber guards. So we're a one-stop shop for all that. We have everything you need. It's in our catalog and on our website. But yeah, you just literally put your lead in here, plug it in, heat it up, and then you're just lifting the lever, going one cavity at a time, pull them out, clip them off, clip the sprue is what it's called right here. And then from there, you know, it's ready to paint, throw a 3D eye on it, put whatever skirt on it, go fishing.
I feel like that's like I could even do that, and I am not good at these things.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a learning curve to it, but honestly, pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. And like I mentioned, we have a ton of educational videos out there to kind of walk people through the process, break it down, take away the intimidation factor, because we recognize it is a little daunting.
And
it's fun.
Didn't you guys just have Patch Slopper just win on a jig, Do It Molds jig that he made for himself on the Sabine?
Yes, sir. In fact, it's right here. Old Pat went out and won on the weedless compact jig. So that's a mold that we developed 2 years ago. It's been really popular. In fact, here's the mold. Weedless compact jig.
Yep.
That's the one.
Very cool. A couple people are asking when you're going to come out with the with a bladed jig mold.
Oh, it's been talked about. It's been talked about. So
yeah, there's some hurdles. There's some hurdles in that with that exact design. As Dave Rush, who actually is right there, has done a documentary on Ron Davis and the bladed jig. There, they did a very good job of protecting the bladed jig.
They sure did. They sure did. And there's some hacks. There's some things you can do. You know, you could take just about any one of our molds. We do have like Sparky and banana shaped heads that are excellent for, you know, mimicking that same profile or shape of a chatterbait. I don't want to make anybody mad here, but you can buy a shaky blade or a chatterbait blade and just simply attach it with a split ring and achieve, you know, a very similar effect. It's actually got more of a hunting motion when you do that. The startup of the blade's a little slower, of course, because it's not a direct connection, but effectively gets the job done.
Very cool. Well, thank you for showing what's new 2025 with Do It Molds.
Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks.
See you guys.
All right, man. Onward and upward. So I see
Are
the
you good?
Sunline.
Is Jordan good with his arm? Do we need to run another roll of commercials? Or
I see the Sunline booth over here, and they've got something that I think you're going to be pretty excited about.
all right? Is not the big game deal that you showed yesterday? Is it the big bait deal?
Nope. No.
It's not the bulk spools of the sinking braid, is it?
Nope.
Well, what is it? Is it Overwatch in new colors?
That was not fair. I could go on. The Overwatch in a new color.
Yes. I've been waiting for that. What are we working with? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so they actually don't have the spools here. It's got the box in, but it's going to be so. If you're not familiar with the Overwatch, it was the green meter, kind of the green camo, the fluorescent there a little bit. This one's going to be orange than the green. So new color metered braid. Going to look more like that with the orange in there. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, very cool. A lot of times on my Overwatch, I use the 10, the 12, and the 16 in the Overwatch, primarily the 12, but I have a difficult time telling the 10 from the 12, so that could be a way to do it.
Let's go over here, man. Have you this is going to be new for me also. If they have it, I'm sure they do. been a lot of stuff on social media about the larger Garmin unit.
Okay.
The big screen Garmin. So let's go over here and see if we can find it.
Is it a 22-inch screen or the 19?
I think it's the 19. It's the one I've been seeing advertised on social. So I actually haven't been over here. I'm sure they have.
Because I know that Scott got Justin. He's running a 19, I believe, this year. But I think it might even be like a saltwater screen with a different cover on it.
Yeah, is that something I mean, I know that you have, fishing the open. You've got some limitations.
No, here's the way I've done it. When I had the 9, I didn't think I needed the 10. Then when I had the 10, I didn't think I needed the 12. When I had the 12, I didn't think I needed the 16. And each time I went, dang, I could have been using this size all along.
Oh, here it is over here. Yeah, that was the experience. And this is it. You can get some perspective. Jordan can back out and kind of look at some of the perspective of some of the other ones. Thinking this is a 12. I think.
It's a lot bigger.
Check out this guy.
Holy cow! And that's a direct one. That's not like a.
It's not like the MBT.
Yeah.
Yeah, the classic kind of slave screen type situation. This is direct, so
very cool.
This is the first time seeing it in person, man. It's pretty big. I mean, it's going to take up a lot of space.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't think there's anything that is shocking or anything when it comes to the size of graphs.
Nope. So, all right, man. So we're going to head over here. So, man, awards, Icast awards. I don't know if you guys have checked out.
It was pretty tame this year.
Pretty tame, but a company that lost a lot of Icast awards last night at the reception was Z-Man. So we're right here by the Z-Man booth. And check out some of this stuff if we can find it. Yeah, here they are. They're posing with pictures.
Was that Gray Buck who you just passed?
What are you holding?
Yes.
Yeah, go find Gray Buck. See, I mean, unless he's like deep in a meeting, I would like Gray to show us some stuff. Unless, like I said, if he's doing business, don't interrupt Gray Buck. But if he's just chatting, then he can show us around the Z-Man booth.
Just a minute.
Live on BTL.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's up, Gray Buck? I just watched your Chatterbait salmon egg video, which blew my mind.
Oh yes, top secret stuff there. I was really kind of messing around, joking with it, my wife, when we put that on there, and then all of a sudden it really started catching them and became a thing.
Yeah, you had Owen was like, I just got back from there, and he was like, hey, can you bring me some of those little chatterbaits? Like Gray was smoking them, and then I forgot. So you might have to send him a few up there.
Oh, I'll put a nice care package for him. He put us on so many fish while we were up there. It was unbelievable.
All right, a bunch of new stuff from Z-Man. You got 2 minutes to show us around. You're live on BTL. We're just walking around the floor with Dave. Can you show us? I want to see the micro tube stuff. I want to see the whatever dice stuff you got going. There's all sorts of new Z-Man stuff.
Head on over.
Look at that logo. That's like a buck with a hook.
Oh yeah. All right, so here's some of the fuzzy stuff we got going on. We got the new fuzzy nuggets. That's going to be our dice style bait right there. We come with 4 of them in a pack. And then we got the fuzzy TRD right here. So we got the little bit of just regular Ned rigging sort of thing. You got the deal. It gives that little bit extra lifelike action. And then we got the fuzzy bugs, which this one's going to be pretty cool. You can fish it like a Ned rig. You put it on a drop shot, or you can actually even cut it in half. And you got 2 little dice style baits then too. So we got a couple different options right there. Then we got that swag LT you can see right here. It's going to come in a 5 and a 6 inch. For a northern guy like me, look at that perch color. I have not seen a perch color that looks like that.
Is that a line through?
Yeah, so it's got a line through to come through the top. Then we're going to put the, I believe it's a 4 ogres in this one, a 5 ogres in here.
Yeah.
And you also have the option of doing it a line through and putting a treble in the bottom. So it can either be
double line through.
Yep. So you got options. You can do it either way. Right in here, you can kind of see where we have the clips. Peg that in there so your treble's not going to come off when you're skipping under docks. Elastec, you're not going to be ripping them up after 1 or 2 fish. This thing,
Okay.
I'm really, really excited to get this one out there.
Quick question: is that skirt material elastomer so it doesn't melt into the bait as well on all the fuzzy stuff?
Reach out to us and I'll get them in touch.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. One more time.
Oh, the things on the fuzzy stuff, like what keeps it? What is that? What are the? This is so weird. What is the fuzzy stuff made out of that keeps it from melting into the Elastec?
Yeah, I believe it's just a silicone skirt. They just have it all threaded throughout it.
Okay, so it doesn't.
Yeah, they must
eat
be
into
using
it.
something that you don't have to worry about the Elastec, like you said, melting with it. How they get kind of, they don't play well with other baits a lot of times.
And then didn't you guys come out with a bunch of like micro tubes?
Yes, so that's the llama tube. So this is what Seth Fighter came up with. I was not happy that this came out and people know about the little tube for up fishing and the smallmouth stuff now. We've had this for years on our own. And what's really cool with this, they have the tube itself, and then they also did a jig head. So it's really hard to find a jig head that goes up to a 1/4 ounce that has a size 1 hook in it to fit this. So it was always all custom things. And Elastec with a tube is next level too, because then you don't have to worry about casting out there, ripping it, either putting a new one on or unhooking it, retying and turning the head on there and retying it again. So I'm really excited for that. The black one and the chartreuse are going to be absolute smallmouth killers if you're up there sight fishing for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you maybe have been on BTL and have talked a little bit about several lakes where the little tube, maybe that was off air, where the little tube gets the job done like 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, that it's sneaky. It definitely. I promise you, I can talk about it on air.
All right, what else? Anything else that we're missing here?
They got the Baby Jack from the classic. That's out now. They also came out with an even smaller version, the Micro Max. So this is like the Mini Max, but even a little bit smaller. So kind of if you're around a little tiny bait, it'll be good. And then you also do some pond fishing, creek fishing. It's going to be a really nice one.
Very cool.
Yeah,
all right, that's
all the
definitely
main
on the
stuff
list.
man this year.
I appreciate it. You having a good time?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get on Chesapeake in a couple days.
Oh yeah, the Bassmaster Open coming up on Chesapeake, and then after that, isn't there one on the Thousand Islands? Pretty much back to back.
It is back-to-back weeks. I think we have a day in between them, and then we're going to have a couple days at home, and then head to Leech. So a lot of fishing coming up.
You're sitting decent in points, aren't you?
Division 1, I'm in like 48th or something. So as long as I catch them at the next two, which I fish them fairly often, both of them, it should theoretically go all right.
Just stay out of my water on Leech.
Yeah, there we go. I'll be out of your way. I'm mostly coming to catch a muskie up there.
All right, thanks, Gray. I appreciate it.
We'll see you around.
All right, so one place I've been wanting to go, we'll take you there with us, is the Strike King Lose booth.
Yep.
Something we were excited about talking about is if you've ever followed swim baits, glide baits, you've heard of the Tater Hog swim bait guy. They have got a collaborative little glide bait with Strike King that I've been dying to check out. So go over here and see if we can see it.
Hopefully a well-mustached Rick Harris is at that booth. We are going to take a final break of the show when we come back. Strike King Lose, maybe Rick Harris with a mustache. I shaved mine off. I just couldn't handle it. We'll be back in 30 seconds. BTL live from Icast with Dave Rush from Best on Tour.
Your early morning mentality is your every hour mentality. All gas, no brakes. Focus, purpose, power. Destined for the water, but confident everywhere else. A calming buzz before the storm, truth of nature itself. You can't catch lightning in a bottle. There's a limit out there, but it's not with your gear. Unrelenting power delivery. Unparalleled weight savings. Keeping you on the water, whether you run a 9.9 or outscoping your best 5. In this rare air, there's power in the silence. It's a mindset, thinking only of the things that matter and freeing your mind from the things that you trust.
All right, welcome back, BTL. Oh my God, I know that guy. BTL on a Thursday, live from Icast in the booth with the big right here, the double gold medal. I got to go full screen on this right here. There it is. Responsible for the El Chichillo double gold medal, the 7-inch Z2, Andrew Upshaw. Congratulations on a third place finish in the MPFL on the St. Lawrence River. And if you have 2 seconds, show us some of the new stuff from Strike King this year.
All right, so that's the new 7-inch Z2. Obviously, you're really familiar with that.
I love that
We
thing.
put the absolute smackdown on them. They have the new Shimmy minnow, which has the sonic coat technology. This is going to have better return on forward facing.
Why didn't you have that? Why didn't you have that in Mexico? Why'd you only have the
I did have it, but I just felt like I'd take it easy on those guys a little bit. And then we have the Spotlight split tail minnow, which is more of your shaking style minnow. It has that same sonic coat on it. That micros type minnow. I know you like to throw that little tiny minnow when we're up in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And then I'm joined by my good friend, Rick Harris.
Dude, you should have seen me yesterday, Rick. So Court actually came to the house a couple days ago, and she brought a bottle of Just for Men, and she said your stash is too flesh colored. So she colored it. You can see it in yesterday's show. But then I don't know how you get used to that feeling when it starts curling over the lip. Like you've got a lot of lip curl right now.
You got to cut it.
I just couldn't get used to it. I finally went and just in a moment of weakness shaved it off yesterday, and we'll leave it to the manlier men like yourself for future lip friends. So
it's sick. Well, it's one thing is a mustache, dude. Black Bay.
There it is.
Dude, Hawkfather Jr., this thing's awesome. Like, has the swivels. That's what, like Tater didn't have on his. He didn't have the swivels on the hooks. So when you hook a big giant fish, that thing's going to shake. These are going to swivel so you don't lose it. Comes in all cool colors. You got some clear colors. My favorite's this.
A bone action.
Yeah. Simple. Like, look at the packaging on that, too. That's legit.
Yeah. Is Andrew still there?
Yeah, I'm looking at my clicking chicken over here.
Oh no, I want your thoughts on the Tater hog, because I have seen the back of your truck, and I have seen your obscene amount of random one-off glide baits. Like if it's been made, you fished it.
Yes. Yeah. No. I'll say this: that when I hold this particular swim bait, the first thing you're going to notice is a little bit heavier than a lot of them, but it still has that great suspending action. One thing I really like as somebody that does dabble with a lot of glide baits is they actually have the tail completely screwed in and not just slid in. And I've had a lot of glide baits in the past that you'll lose that tail. And so I'm really glad that they addressed that. The other thing I really like is they put oversized, heavy duty split rings on here. And you don't see that as often. Usually you're having to change those out, and it's kind of a problem. The other thing is obviously the heavy-duty split ring on the front. I will say the one thing about this glide bait that I think is going to be better than a lot of the other ones is the castability aspect of it. It's not as flat. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great flat, that real paper-thin type glide bait. And
catch the wind.
They're the hardest to cast. This one's going to cast like a bullet. And you're gonna be able to catch a lot of fish on it. This is a really good color, but I like this one better. Yeah. And I'm gonna probably slide home with this one. I'll probably get in trouble. But
Rick's already called that one. He hasn't let that one out of his sight.
I got 2 of them already. I'm good.
See, he's cool. I'm not cool. Yeah. But I'm about to have this one. So that's cool. This is mine now. I wonder if I write my name on it, if they'll just let me have it.
Interesting. And then you've got the squeaky plopper. That's a horrible name. That's not what it's called, but that's what it is.
It's the clicking chicken.
Okay, sorry.
I feel like they really messed up. For the longest of times, I always called the Thunder Cricket the Thunder Chicken. But at least they eventually added chicken into it. So, but the clicking chicken, it has a metal style tail. And it makes a very, very unique sound in the water. This happens to be my favorite color. I just like that clear type. It's called shad spawn. It's got like a silverish belly, but it's almost transparent. And I just like that type of light.
And the cool thing about it, I really like, it's called mag tap. So in the tail, there's a magnet. And in the back, you can kind of see there's a little ball
that magnet will grab every time it turns and makes a high pitched clicking sound. Just something different that fish haven't heard before. And you're gonna get some violent strikes.
Have you had any smallmouth unload on that in the most recent weeks?
Man, when I'm up there, I don't throw top water because I'm always looking down on gobies. So I just
gotcha.
You
done guiding up on up in New York for the season?
No, I'm going back Saturday and I'll be there until I leave for Leech.
You
Guiding
booked?
every day. Oh yeah.
Booked the whole time. No open dates whatsoever.
No, but this thing's been actually killing me.
Life is good for Rick Harris. Engaged, booked, fish in the opens.
Yeah, sexy bug. Sexy
Yeah.
bug.
Okay. So I saw that. So that's another dicey looking offering.
Yeah, it's a dicey, wacky rigged offering. Yeah, so you can rig it a couple ways. You rig like that on wacky, and what I've been doing actually is rigging it with a nail weight in here and a hook here, and have it like that. That's what I've been doing.
Or you can go just the double dice like this. You can have the bruised
tumbleweed,
offering
right?
and then the regular offering. Just depending on what you're going for. But I double dice it a lot of times. I don't like to single dice it. It's kind of weird to single dice. So I just double hook two of them together, and then it's cool. It's way cooler if you do it that way. Maybe three.
That's a joke until someone wins a tournament.
Until
like that.
somebody threads like three of them.
Hey, do you remember the wacky worm when it was really popular to take that long stringy wacky worm and do one sideways and one horizontal to where it looks like the cross, and then it was like the jackal double wacky. You're gonna start the double tumbleweed.
Oh man, we could just ball it up in the middle, and we could the sexy balled up bug.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you guys want to show from the Strike King booth?
Nah, I mean, other than it's great and you're missing a great time.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Here at Icast. Yeah. And I'm going. Hey, now I'm flying back to New York on Saturday, and I'm gonna go fishing. So be jealous about that.
Yeah.
By the way.
I mean, you can say.
All right. I'll see you at Leech, Rick. So it's in a month away. Heck, you got 3 opens in 4 weeks.
No, I'm just doing that.
Oh, you're just doing the one. But the guys who do it goes Chesapeake, Thousand Islands, and then
yeah, it's cool.
That's
Like having
wild.
people I like try to talk to, they're like, "Shut up, can't talk about St. Lawrence." I'm like, "Got it."
there you go. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. There you go. There's Bassmaster Classic champ Easton Fothergill.
So how much more time you got to do this, Matt?
I mean, I'm good, dude. I think we saw a lot of people. We saw a lot of new stuff. I got to see a lot of what I wanted to see. Anything else that you really think needs to be shown? If not, we can wrap it up and let you get back to your meetings.
Yeah, we've seen some good stuff. Maybe we might check this out. So, guys, you remember Quantum was a big part of Bass Zone for a long time.
Yeah, they're saltwater now.
Yeah, so they're totally saltwater now. They relaunched the saltwater brand last year. They were actually one of the big presenting sponsors of Icast last year. So went with the blue and black logo, if you remember the old Salt Quantum Rod and Reel series. So pretty cool, man. I mean, it's not all freshwater here. Obviously, a lot of saltwater. We're down here in Florida. A lot of saltwater tackle shops and buyers down here. So a lot of people checking out the Quantum.
Very cool. All right. Well, I greatly appreciate the time that you and Jordan, dude, I have held up a camera like that before. Thankfully, Jordan does CrossFit twice a day, 3 times on Sunday, and his arm strength is unmatched. I've seen him do one arm handstands for 3 to 5 minutes just for fun.
You're just making stuff up at this point.
How many times a week do you do CrossFit? Be honest.
I don't really do that much CrossFit truly anymore, but I mean, I'm in the gym.
Like how many days in a row? Like you monitor your caloric intake, you count how many grams of protein are going into this. It's like you and the wife, like it's like a lifestyle, right? It's not like yeah.
It's just part of the deal now. It's just how I do things. So
yeah, now you can see it paid off.
Most days.
Hold the camera up for an hour straight. Also, Jordan is the one who designed the dual one standard and best on tour wrap. All of my wraps have been designed by Jordan Babcock. So
cool.
is that like for hire? Like if someone wanted you to design a wrap for them, is that, or is Valster kind of be like, hey, you kind of
I'm very selective with who I choose as a client. You got lucky.
Okay, I didn't know. I was just trying to see maybe I could throw a little extra coin your way.
Reach out. Reach out
Okay.
to Matt. We'll see if we can make something happen.
All right, that works. All right, thanks, Dave. I greatly appreciate it. Jordan, thanks for
Appreciate
doing
it,
that. We're returned to regularly scheduled Best on Tour this week programming. You could sign up for Best on Tour, bestontour.net, all this stuff. There'll be a bunch of Icast stuff. There's been a bunch on the Best on Tour social media of all the Best on shows, all the stuff that's going on Icast. It's a weekly behind the scenes look on and off the water in fishing. And I think I covered all the sponsor plugs there. So see you guys.
See you guys.
Thanks, man. See you.
All right, there you go. I think we're going to call it from there. Very cool to have the technology to be able to see behind the scenes, talk to a bunch of guys from Steve Kennedy to Andrew Upshaw and everyone in between. So that's all we got for a special edition of BTL. We're going to do it again tomorrow morning, except we're going to do it early, 7 o'clock, either 7 or 7:30. I can't remember what I told him. I'll build the live tonight so you guys will know. But Matt Steffen will be live from Orlando giving his Icast reviews. I think he's also doing some stuff over on his channel too, so make sure you check it out. This has been another edition of BTL Bass Talk Live. We'll talk to everybody for another bonus edition of BTL early tomorrow morning. See ya.